Hi everyone, welcome to new lesson, unit number 8, recruitment, selection and training of employees. In this lesson, we are learning about the recruitment and selection procedures. What is meant by recruitment or why recruitment is important for a business? All businesses will have to recruit new employees. They may need more employees because the business is growing in size, or they may need to fill a vacancy where an employee has left the business. All the business, they will be growing, so according to their growth, they may have to employ so many workers. So if the number of workers are not enough, they may have to bring new workers. For that, all the companies may have to conduct recruitment. Or sometimes some of the employees may resign from the company, or some of them may die. So in that vacancy also they have to employ new workers. For that purpose they may have to conduct recruitment. Types of recruitment. There are two types of recruitment: internal recruitment and external recruitment. Internal recruitment means filling a vacant post with someone already employed in the business. It means that if you are willing to get an employee, for example, if a company need a manager, they will recruit the manager from the company itself. That means they will use an employee who is working as a supervisor or who is working as a regular worker. So they may promote him as manager. So that is known as internal recruitment. We will not bring an employee or a worker from outside. We will be using the worker who is presently working in the company. That is known as internal recruitment. So for internal recruitment, we can tell an example is promotion. They will be upgrading the position of worker as manager or general manager. Or if it is a school, a supervisor can be promoted as a principal, like that. That is known as internal recruitment. If they are recruiting an employee from the company itself to a vacant post. What are the advantages if you are selecting or if you are conducting recruitment from the company itself? That means we are not bringing from outside. What are the advantages? First one, the vacancy can be filled quickly and more cheaply. So it is the fastest procedure to recruit a new employee. For example, if a company need a manager, if they are recruiting from the company itself, it will be very fast because they may not have more procedures and it will be more cheap. They don't have to spend money for advertisement and for recruitment procedures, interview. Many lot of procedures are there. So they can reduce that all procedures if they are recruited from the company itself. Second advantage is that applicants already know how the business works. So the applicant will be already working in the company. So they are presently working in the company. So they may know about the company very well and how the company is working. So it will be easy for them also, applicants also, it will be easy for them to understand the company because they are already working in the company. So that is also another advantage. The third advantage is that the business already knows the strength and weakness of the applicants. So if the company is announcing that we need a manager, so those who are interested, they can apply. So many workers in the company will be giving application. In that case, the company management can understand very well about all the applicants. This person and this person having this much strengths and he has that much weakness. So it will be easy for them to understand about the applicant. From the applicants, they can select a good person. But if they are conducting interview or recruitment from outside the company, that means they are not considering the employees in the company but they are selecting from outside. The company management may not have any information about the applicant, who is that and how his character, what are his strengths, what are his weakness. The company management may not know, but if they are selecting from the company itself by promotion, they will have the idea about the strength and weakness of the applicant. So these are the advantages of internal recruitment. That means if they are recruiting from the company itself. Then disadvantages of internal recruitment. There are some disadvantages if they are recruiting from the company itself. First one, a better candidate may have been available from outside the business. If they are recruiting from outside, they may have a lot of persons, lot of applicants will be there if they are conducting outside the business. But now they are conducting only internal recruitment. That means only the persons available in the business itself. So if they are selecting the best person also, sometime outside there may have more better persons will be available with more experience, more knowledge, education. So that is a disadvantage. Second one, it does not bring any new idea. As the person is already working in the company, he will follow the same rules which company or which they have been following. So he will not bring any new idea. But if they are recruiting a new person from outside, he will bring new ideas because he may have different experience, he may have good knowledge, more idea, technique. So he will bring new ideas. So that will help the company. So that is a disadvantage. If you are recruiting from the company itself, it will not bring new idea. Then it will create another vacancy in the business. That is another disadvantage. If you are promoting a supervisor as manager, then supervisor post will be vacant because he is promoted as manager. Then supervisor post will be vacant. Then we may have to conduct again another recruitment for filling that post. So that is another disadvantage. So double work is going on. It will create another vacancy in the business. So that is also not good. That's why it is given as disadvantage. Then another one, possibility of conflict between employees when they are not selected. If you are recruiting from the company itself, sometime 10 employees will give application to get the post of manager. But among that, if you are selecting only one person, then other employees will be jealous. They will have some problem with him, or they will tell that management is showing personal bias. So there is a possibility of conflict. So it is better not to recruit from the business itself. But if you are recruiting from outside, this problem will not be happening. Then second type is external recruitment. Just before we have discussed internal recruitment, now it is external recruitment. What is meant by external recruitment? Filling a vacant post with somebody not already employed in the business. It means that we are recruiting the employee from outside the business. We are not considering any person who is presently working in the company. But we wish to recruit a new member from the general public. Example, recruiting a new manager from a business college. There may have a lot of colleges, those who are teaching business and management and many areas. So this company management can go to that campus for recruitment. Many companies are conducting like that campus recruitment. They will go to the business colleges and they will select good students as their managers, supervisors, because they will have a new idea, new technology and more education. So like that they can do. So that is a external recruitment. We can tell that it's an external recruitment because the company is recruiting a person from outside the business. Then which are the advantages of external recruitment? If you are recruiting a person from outside the business, what are the advantages? First one, external applicants may bring new ideas and it can improve the efficiency. So previously for internal recruitment we have told there is a disadvantage that he will not bring new idea. But if you are recruiting from outside, the new employee or new manager, he will bring new idea because he may have different experience, he may have good knowledge. So he will be bringing new idea and new changes to the company. So it may improve the efficiency of the company also. Second advantage is that wider choice of applicants with skill and experience will be available. If you are recruiting from outside, thousands of applicants will be available worldwide. Nowadays it is global world or world is global village. So if you are giving an advertisement regarding recruitment, thousands of applicants will be applying for the post. So we will have wider choice. So from that thousands of application, we can select the best person with the best experience, with the best knowledge from any country. So that is also an advantage of external recruitment. Then third advantage of external recruitment is that it avoids the risk of upsetting employees when they are not selected. We have discussed in the previous one, there is a possibility of conflict between the workers. But if you are selecting from outside, the present employees will not have any problem. They will not become upset if they are not selected. So these are the advantages of external recruitment. Then there have some disadvantages also. which are the disadvantages of external recruitment. It takes longer to fill the vacancy. There are many procedures to conduct an external recruitment. They have to decide first how many members to be selected, which are the qualifications they should have, and they have to give advertisement, and then they have to conduct interview. So a lot of procedures are there. So it will take a long time to fill the vacancy. If the vacancy is to be filled urgently, it may not be suitable to select external recruitments. Then second one, it is more expensive because of advertising and recruitment procedures. If you are conducting external recruitment, we may have to spend a lot of money. We may have to give advertisement in newspaper or magazine, so that for that we may have to spend a lot of money. And there may have a lot of procedures like interview, so we may have to hire a hall for conducting the interview, so that also expensive. We may have to send the expert people for recruitment process, so it will have more expenses. So that is also another disadvantage. Then last one, the external applicants need training, which increase the expenses. If you are recruiting from the company itself, they will have idea about the business, what is happening and what to do, how to do. But if you are recruiting a new person, a fresh candidate, we may have to give him training, how the things are going here, what we are producing, and what to be done. We may have to give him training. That again, we may have to spend money for training purpose. So these are the disadvantages of external recruitment. Thank you for listening.